Welcome, anime fans, to Insight Man's Anime Talk for all your news and reviews. And as I always say, that's a fact. Today we'll be talking Attack on Titan, Season 4, Episode 9. With this episode, we get to find out what happened between the gap, the 4-year time jump that happened between Season 3 and Season 4. I mean, they fill in a little bit of it. We get to see all the different characters interacting with one another and the introduction of other Marleyan soldiers that were patrolling and actually came there with Zeke's plan that you get to see come to fruition in Episode 8. We also get to see how people reacted to one another, the Marleyans with the Eldians. We get to see Sasha, once again, heart-wrenching, her and her food. At least she got to eat some nice lobster, or was it crab? Whichever, it looked delicious, and she got a mouthful, and she was pretty happy. She was pretty happy with the Marleyan cook, in fact. And later you get to even see that cook meet the parents when a lot of the other mini Eldians are mad after, because the episode starts in the past, but it goes back into the future later on. And most of it is told from the perspective of Armin, and he's telling us through this story in this poorly lit room of what actions and what everything led up to and what caused all of this and why they had to do this. And he was wondering if there could have been another way, but there couldn't, because basically Eren was going to do what he thought was best anyway. So no matter what, Eren made the choice for them, is what they're saying in this episode. But to me, that's kind of hogwash, because first off, these people are already patrolling your border with ships. They've already attacked you. So, I thought Armin was smarter than that. But, it happens. I mean, he can see his Titan's memories, I believe, but in this episode he does say that it's foggier, and he doesn't have the ability that Eren has. We don't get to see much of Mikasa. You do get to see more of Levi and his interaction. They do a lot of interrogating in this episode. There's a lot of talking and backstory. Like I said, lots of talking and backstory and trying to fill you in on the different perspectives of different people and how these Marleyans were actually conquered themselves in their own homeland by the actual Marleyan army. And they're fighting against them because they want to see the end. Now, I don't know if all that is true, because like I've said, Zeke is a sneaky guy, and he's got something up his sleeve. He says he's trying to help Eldians, but I do not believe him, and I don't think Eren believes him all the way. I think Eren's going to use him to his own ends, obviously, because Eren's not a fool. I mean, like I said before, he's killed the boy, and he's let the man survive. I mean, he's basically done what they told John to do. Now, as I said, this isn't the most action-packed episode, but it does fill you in on a lot of story, enriching story. Because, I mean, the story plots and threads are kind of there already from Episode 8, and they're just trying to fill in some more emotional content, or trying to connect you more to what happened to that event. And I think they do a pretty good job. I must say that this episode was very good and informative, and I can't wait for the next episode. I'm so sad this is the last season, but everything that's good has to... Another thing You don't really get to see much of Eren in this episode, but you do kind of get to see the beginnings of his perspective of what's going on here and why he thinks he needs to do what he has to do. I mean, you can tell that his mind's been turning and he's become a different person even in this time skip part. I mean, I'm not sure this, I mean, he looks older, so I'm sure this isn't just like, this might be a couple years after, because there was a 4-year time jump. I'm not sure where at between those 4 years it's in, but it does look like it's later and closer to the event in episode 8. But to me, this does shed a lot of light on the reasoning behind the attack and why everyone seems kind of mad at Eren a little bit. I mean, they're basically putting this all on him. Basically saying, hey, Eren made the choice for us. We had no choice. I'm sorry, but this had to happen. And that's bull. I mean, everybody has a choice, no matter. You made the choice. Even if you don't like the choice that you made, live with it. And that's what Armin should be doing, is living with the choice and not trying to come to terms with what happened, because it's already happened. He should already came to terms with what he needed to do beforehand. And I know he's trying to kind of explain this all to the audience and to Sasha and to the people who basically perished during the battle, but Armin, have a little bit more faith in Eren. Masika. Sometimes I do have difficulty pronouncing these Japanese names, especially her name. Misaka is one of my favorite characters, and she's even seemed to be losing hope and faith in Eren, and that's kind of making me upset as well. He saved her life, gave her the red scarf. I know he's been treating her kind of cold. I must say that it was pretty cool to see Eren lift that boat up out of the water like that, though, in the beginning of the episode. That was pretty bad. I mean, he is just a beast nowadays, and I'm loving it. You don't get that Eren, who didn't have as much confidence, had the will, he just didn't have all the skill and the confidence in himself to achieve in that first season. Well, as one of my favorite cartoon characters would say, that's all, folks. But I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will be coming with more videos soon. Make sure you share videos as well, please. Thank you. I'm trying to grow this channel and get more subscribers. Also, if you have any ideas on what video you'd like, make sure to leave it in the comments. And that's what I'm doing. I'm making all these videos for you, and because I like doing it, actually. I love anime and I love Attack on Titan. So thank you very much for listening to me today. This has been your anime review with the Insights Man, and that's a fact.